This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by Wildcat.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are WPIAL Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McKay makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. That's recovered. And did they get her? They did!
Oh, he has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Neshannock High School, WPIAL softball action on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it's the rematch of Section 1 Class 2A of girls softball as the Shenango Wildcats take on the Neshannock Lancers. Neshannock, a 5-1 record in section play, 7-1 overall. Shenango, they're at 6-2 in the section, 10-2 overall. But the key of this one, Mr. Tim Continenza, 8 days ago, these two teams met, and one long streak, a record long in the state of Pennsylvania, came to an end. Shenango defeating Neshannock in that game by a score of 6-5. You know that it probably is a good thing for Neshannock in their mind of they're coming right back and going to get a chance to play against these Wildcats again so soon.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think they look back at that game as a missed opportunity. They left some runners on base. They had a 5-2 lead in that ball game, and things just kind of went sideways on them in the last two innings, where they gave up a 2-run homer to make it a 1-run game, and then in the sixth inning, Shenango was able to put a rally together to take the lead and finish out the ball game. So it was an impressive run there late in the ball game for the Wildcats, and I think Neshannock is looking to maybe show that they're the team that they've seen in the first 5 innings of that game, not in the last 2 innings.
And you mentioned the 2-run home run. You're going to see that home run hitter, Emma Herb, right away, as she is the leadoff batter for this Shenango Wildcats team. But they're also looking for a little bit of redemption because after their win against Neshannock, they're moved up to the #1 ranked team in Class 2A, according to the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And, well, what happens, Tim? They, of course, they lose their next game on Monday against Riverside. So this is the first time we've seen them back on the diamond since that 3-2 loss in upset fashion against the Panthers. So also, I think, a big bounce-back game here needed for Shenango. Both teams, I don't want to call them must-win, but as far as their coaches are concerned, they probably definitely feel that way.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a seeding-type game for the playoffs, and very important, and obviously super important for Section 1. So it's just a matter of these two schools playing it out and see how it happens. And as we get ready here, as Emma Herb is going to step in.
We'll get you the full Crane Room starting lineup here after this first pitch. First pitch delivery coming right at 5:30 p.m., and it's downstairs for strike one. Emma Herb is the leadoff batter. She's catching Zoe Offey in center field. Sydney Byerly, the shortstop. Cleanup hitter is Brianna Alusha, the third baseman. Jalen Herman, Addison Downing, Kennedy Lynn, Jalen Herrhager, and Tegan Shippert, the starting 9 in the batting order. Herrhager is the DP, hitting for the flex right fielder, who is Cooper Buckle. This one's roped down the right field line, but just foul, and quickly up 0-2. Is Gianna Peglia in the circle today for the Lancers.
Yeah, and that starting lineup brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Hungry after the game? Wing specials on Thursdays and Saturdays, and always daily specials as well.
I'm already hungry. Don't worry about after the game.
Yeah.
Called strike 3, painting the inside corner, and how about that? A 3-pitch strikeout, the 36th of the year for Peglia.
Yeah, that's one thing Pegula can do. She can really move it up and down and left and right of the plate, depending on the batter that stands in from either the left or the right side. That is one of her strengths.
Zoe Offey now at the plate with one down. She's first pitch swing popped up on the left side of the infield. Coming in and making the catch is Olivia Lambo. 2 up, 2 down. Let's look at the rest of your Medora Bonner Law defensive alignment. The infield, Olivia Lambo there at third base. Callie Biondi at shortstop. Brenna Frengel at second base. Anna Measel, the first baseman. The outfield from left to right, Ella Skodak, Jaden Nogue, and Gianna DeSalvo. Gabby Antuana behind the dish for the senior right-handed Gianna Paglia. 4-1 on the year. This is her 8th appearance in the circle. First pitch swinging. This one lifted out to right field, and DeSalvo comes in and makes a running catch. How about a 5-pitch 1-2-3 first inning to retire Shenango? Herb, Offey, and Byerly go down in order. We'll be back with the bottom of the first. Shenango 0, Neshannock coming up the bat on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
So after a 5-pitch first inning, Neshannock now with their first chance to bat. Leading off will be the second baseman, Brenna Frengel, the sophomore, batting first. Kennedy Lynn, the future Tiffin softball player, in the circle, and that one's bunted straight up, but foul. It's touched by Emma Herb in foul territory. Your starting lineup again brought to you by the Creighton Room Grill. Frengel leading off. Jaden Nogue, the center fielder, hit second. Gabby Antuano third. The pitchers, Gianna Paglia in the cleanup spot. Callie Biondi fifth. Gianna DeSalvo sixth. Lily Kane, Ella Skodak, and Olivia Lambo rounding out the straight 9 batting order here today for the Lancers. 0-1 the count. This one tails away, misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. Frengel hitting .545 on the season, and she's the perfect example. The 9-hitter last year, literally the second leadoff hitter, moves right into that leadoff spot after Miley Anderson graduates.
That's what you want to do. You want to put your players in situations where they can be familiar with, and that is exactly what Neshannock has done here, and Frengel has done a nice job leading off for them this season.
Also leads the team both in walks and hit batsmen. So you're talking about a near 700 on-base percentage. Talk about doing your job as the leadoff hitter. As this one's chopped foul down the third base line, makes the count 2-2.
So you have Aluja at third, Byerly at short, Downing at second, and Shippard at first base. And your outfield is Herman, Offey in center, and Buckle in right. Behind the plate is Herb, and of course Kennedy Lynn is your starting pitcher. 9th
start of the year. She has a 5-2 record. Misses this one upstairs, and the count runs full. A 2.27 earned run average, and these numbers are incredible. About 50 strikeouts on the season versus just 3 walks.
That's control. You gotta love that. Always around the plate.
Payoff pitch lifted towards right field, fighting the sun. Good job by Cooper Buckle in right to shade it and make the catch. And truth be told here, teams were very much struggling to block the sun in the infield-outfield warm-ups. Great job of fighting that off by Buckle.
We haven't had many bright, sunny days here in Northwest Pennsylvania, very much here recently, and now here we are. A beautiful sunny day here in April.
First pitch swinging line drive right at Sydney Byerly for the second out of the inning to retire Jaden Nogue, and 2 up, 2 down go the Lancers.
And talk about using your pitches effectively and efficiently here in the first inning for both schools.
So now Gabby Antuono, top batting average on the team, hitting .643 on the season. I knew I was going to do that. 643, not a 643 double play, but it was just too... You know you've covered a few too many baseball and softball games when that just rolls off the tongue. 2-0 now the count, though, to Antuono. Assuming the catcher's duties here this season.
Yeah, it'd be nice to bat 643, huh?
Oh, yeah. Even in video games, that feels unlikely for me. Count now 3-0. Again, mentioned Shenango top of the rankings coming into this week in the Trib Live High School Sports Network's rankings. Neshannock was at 3 and Laurel at 4. Char Houston in there as well as Bentworth, both undefeated heading into today's game. But the way this section is going to shake out will be very interesting between the Cats, the Lancers, and those Laurel Spartans. Off-speed pitch fouled off, and the count now full to Antuono. And just to put things into perspective, Neshannock was trying to play a makeup game yesterday at Laurel. They got through about 2.5 innings. Laurel's leading that game, too, 4-2. So right now, one loss apiece between the Spartans and the Lancers, but anybody's ball game. I think it's going to be the rest of the year, and I think this game especially is going to be crucial because if Shenango wins and they own the season series in terms of tiebreakers, Tim, that could be huge.
Exactly. I was just going to say, every game as we get down here in the last few weeks of the regular season, it just becomes more magnified, and there's ball 4 there, and first base runner of the ball game.
Yeah, a very rare walk. Only the 4th again issued on the season by Kennedy Lynn. Kennedy missed the first few games of the year coming back from injury. She's been pitching for the most part ever since. Brianna Lucia, though, very strong in the beginning of the year. 4-0 to start the season in the circle. Also hitting the ball very well. Speaking of hitting it well, Gianna Peglia, first pitch swinging right back through the circle for a 2-out single. And by the way, no Castle courtesy runner. Antuono running at second. Now we'll get your Castle courtesy runner, and it's going to be Gianna O'Reilly. Castle Asphalt provides commercial or residential asphalt paving, site work, and commercial line striping. CastleAsphalt.com. Way upstairs, that's a wild pitch that'll advance everybody 60 feet. And Biondi now with 2 ducks on the pond. Antuono at third. Arelli standing at second as that one's fouled off. Count now 1-1.
Yeah, right now with the runners in scoring position and Biondi at the plate, this is a great opportunity here for the Lancers. See if they can get something into the gap here and score them both.
Anything into the green has a chance to score.
Yeah, because the ball's not going to roll too far.
Good off-speed pitch there. Gets Biondi out in front. Count 1-2. Biondi 11 RBI on the season. Lynn hits her spot away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lynn, who scattered 10 hits in the first matchup, but was able to strand a lot of Lancers on base. Can she do so here as well? Off the end of the bat, this will be a tough play. Kennedy out of the circle, throw across in time. Little PFP to end the inning, stranding 2 Lancers in scoring position. We're scoreless through 1 between Shenango and Neshannock. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Scoreless through one inning of play. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Shenango. Alusha, Herman, and Downing for Shenango. One of your impact players coming up to bat in Brianna Alusha. Mentioned her work in the circle early on in the year, but swinging a hot bat as well. Leads the team, actually, I think, second in the county right now with 5 home runs here early in the season. I say early in the season. We're
halfway through it.
Yeah, no kidding.
It goes quick. You have to get them in, though. You know, that's the hardest part with the weather, as everybody knows. And some reason Mother Nature decided to make sure the rains come after 4 p.m. every day versus coming in like early in the morning, warming up, and then we can still play. But, you know, she does what she wants to do.
You know, especially when you have turf like you have here at Neshannock, because that one's fouled out of play.
Exactly.
I mean, you're able to wait it out a little bit when you need to. But this, though, Alusha, 26 RBI. That leads the county right now. But when you look at the list, how about this? Newcastle batters have the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th most RBIs on the year.
That's impressive.
And they're swinging hot bats.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, an early score update. They lost today at Fox Chapel 4-3, a 4 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning, spelling doom for the Canes there. So they're going to need probably 2 out of their last 3 to be wins to qualify for the playoffs. We'll have their big game coming up on Wednesday against Plum, and that may be a win and you're in scenario. 2-2 pitch taken on 2 hops at short by Biondi. Fire to first for the first out of the inning. 4 up, 4 down so far for Shenango. Peglia coming in throwing a 1.62 earned run average and allowing less than 1 base runner per inning.
Yeah, I mean, last time she was out against Shenango, it was really just unfortunate for her in the sense she had the lead late in the game. Some crucial defensive mistakes opened up the gates for the Wildcats, and they took advantage of it, like a good team should. And the Wildcats were able to get that big win at home, 8 days ago, as you mentioned. But Paglia pitched well. She gave herself every opportunity to be there. First 5 innings, you couldn't ask for anything better. Even the last 2 innings, she pitched well. It was just unfortunate.
Swing and a miss makes it strike 2 to Jalen Herman.
That the defense kind of had some issues at different times. It opened up the door, and like I said, the Wildcats, ran through it and were able to secure the victory.
Yeah, capitalized when they needed to the most. They were out hitting the game, were Shenango, but they had the timely hits to get that upset victory, snapping the 57-game winning streak. There's the second strikeout of the game as Paglia able to get Herman to chase for the second out of the inning. Paglia is Neshannock's Nick's Auto Body Impact player. Players that you trust, from a scratch to a dent to a major repair. Nick's your man, located on South Mill Street in downtown Newcastle. First pitch misses away to Addison Downing, a freshman. She's been showing off the power. 6 extra base hits on the year, but 3 of them out of the park.
Yeah, that's what you love to see. Some of that gap power and the ability, to drive in runs.
She had a big triple and an RBI in that game on Thursday last week against Neshannock. She gives this one a ride, but a little under it, out to right field. DeSalvo will settle under it to make the catch and complete another 1-2-3 inning. Still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
6, 7, 8 hitters due up. DeSalvo, Kane, and Skodak in the bottom of the second inning. Neshannock and Shenango scoreless here so far. What's going to be a battle for sure second place in the section. That one's fouled off and out of play. Let's talk about some keys to the game, brought to you by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. Tim, some keys for both of these teams here as we get through the second inning.
I think the key for Neshannock is defensively, make the plays. Don't, the routine plays when they're on the defense, be able to do it. Don't allow any extra base runners. And when at the plate, work the count. They're a great team that can really understand what they're doing, get on base, take advantage of their situational hitting, and score some runs. I think Shenango just continue to believe in yourselves more than anything.
Another one lined down the first base line, but foul, makes the count 1 and 2. And yeah, I think avoiding the mistakes, because both these teams are so good, Tim, at capitalizing on the extra opportunities. You can't give any extra outs here.
Exactly. You're going to want to limit the base on balls. You want to limit the errors, and if you can get those outs at advancing bases, you want to do that and make them go farther distances to get across the plate.
Just missing outside again. Good job of the Tiffin recruit to hit her spot, but Emma Herb just set up slightly off the outside corner. So the count now 2 and 2. Off the end of the bat towards short, taken there by Byerly, and in time to complete the 6-3 putout. One away, now freshman Lily Kane to the plate. 1 freshman, 1 junior. 3 sophomores and 4 seniors in the starting lineup here today for the Lancers. Lily Kane hitting .316 on the season so far. First pitch to her misses outside for ball 1. An interesting story from Lily Kane. Had a couple of 15-point performances in the state basketball playoffs. Interesting factoid found by Coach Grabowski, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but I know they're going to talk about it at their basketball banquet coming up. They had a 9-person rotation, right?
Yes.
How about all 9 players getting one of our awards in the playoffs alone? 9 games in the playoffs, all 9 at some point got either MVP or play of the game. Lily Kane doing it on the diamond as well. She hits that one hard up the middle. Off the glove of Byerly. Hard hit ball. That's one that probably you're going to see. Neshannock will call it a hit, and Shenango will call it an error.
Exactly.
Your thoughts, Tim?
I'm going to probably give that one an error because I think that she could have got more in front of that ball.
Yeah, I think she was close enough to it. I'm with you on that. We'll see what the official scorekeepers say as Skodak lays down a nice bunt to advance Kane into scoring position. Sacrifice goes... I believe that was that 1-4 or 5-4?
I think it went 1-4.
1-4?
Or excuse me, 2-4. That was the catcher.
Oh, catcher threw it.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging is Olivia Lambeau for strike 1. Squares the bunt, another wild pitch, and very wild pitch. Again, advances the runners.
Yeah, right now, if you're Lynn, you just got to settle down. I mean, can't worry about that runner at third now. Most important thing is the batter.
Yeah, especially
and you got someone who can actually make good contact here in Lambeau. So that's the most important thing you want to do right now. is try to get something on the ground, maybe make a play at home, or just concede that early run. And
So 2 outs.
Yeah.
I mean, even with that, I think you'd be willing to give up the run early, but with 2 down, throw strikes and see if you can get the 9-hitter and get out of this lineup.
Trust your defense. That's the most important thing you can do here.
Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 runner left on base after the error. We're scoreless through 2 innings here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Top of the 3rd inning, scoreless between Shenango and Neshannock. Neshannock with a hit. 3 runners left on base. Shenango looking for their first hit. I'm James Dodson with Tim Continenza, who's going to take you through the middle 3.
A little pop up right in the middle. And there is Paglia to make the play on that little pop up for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, so 7 up, 7 down here to start the game for Paglia. DP Jalen Hairhogger, who's hitting for Buckle, will now come to the plate.
She bats from the right side. Here's Paglios with the pitch. It's going to be outside for ball 1. Your infield, just to remind you, for Neshannock is Lambo at 3rd, Biondi at short, Friggle at 2nd, and Kane at first base. And there's a strike on the outside corner, and your outfield is Skoda out in left, Nogue in center, and DeSalvo in right.
Hairhogger had a pinch hit RBI in the first game against Neshannock.
Another line drive right at the first baseman. Willie Kane makes the play, and quickly another out here, and looks like another quick inning in progress here for the Shenango defense.
I mean, Neshannock, for crying out loud, the number of pitches that Paglia throws is already very low. Only threw 65 pitches in the first game between these two. That one right there was only pitch number 19.
Yeah. That is going to be on the inside corner for a strike.
Paglia, who will be going to Mercyhurst next year. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, good pitch to contact the first time they played.
Here's a foul ball, first base side out of play.
And we mentioned, the incredible ratio, 50 strikeouts versus 4 walks coming into today on the other side for Kennedy Lynn. How about 37 strikeouts now for Paglia and just 1 walk on the year, the walk issued against Shenango last week.
Wow. I tell you what, that's excellent control for both these two starting pitchers here tonight. Another foul ball. That one going down the right field line.
Well, we saw it with 4 years of Addie Fry. You had someone who pounded the zone consistently, 70 to 75% strike percentage, incredible numbers, and you're seeing Gianna right here is right up there as well in the 70%. That's just unheard of to just pound the zone consistently like that.
That's exactly what you need to do. It's just force batters to make decisions at the plate, and that's going to be up high for ball 1.
But as you've always said, moving the ball in, out, up, down.
Yeah.
All locations, all speeds.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's the great equalizer. And there's another one on the outside and forces a foul ball. And there's so many ways you can attack a hitter in softball. I mean, you have that riser, which a lot of pitchers will use. It's kind of just a rising fastball. And, once you get it up to letter high, eye high, it's difficult to lay off as you see that one coming in. And if you have a great changeup, it really, really makes a difference. And that's going to be outside.
Shippert,
we got 2-2.
Yeah, Shippert making a good battle here. She's the one who had the game-winning sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 6th inning against Neshannock. One of the better 9-hitters you're going to see in Class 2A softball this year.
Here's the pitch. Foul straight back.
Your umpires, by the way, Tim. Tom Schaefer behind the dish. Mr. John Frank. Good to see him back out there again, coaching at first. I'm used to saying Coach Frank from Wilmington back in the day, but he is your base umpire down at first base right now.
Swing and a miss.
Great off speed right there.
And that's what we were talking about. Changing speeds, and we have played another half inning here. After 2.5, we're still scoreless. We're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, it's the Maley Minute time, Tim. It is Maley Minute time.
We'll keep it right here, James.
We'll keep it right here, and we'll say, producer Rob Nattell, let's put me on the clock, and let's take a look at what's going on in the softball world here across Lawrence County. We'll start with Class 3A, where Elwood City girls, they are playing today at Quaker Valley. We'll get you a score update on that one in a moment. 2-4 coming into today's game. Amber McQuiston hitting over 500, had both hits in their loss against Mohawk on Monday. Speaking of Mohawk, they have a big game today that they won by a big score line. The final score of that one ended up being 18-1 over Hopewell. So big stuff there. How about congratulations to pitcher Reagan Magno. Career high. Program record 47 wins on her career for Mohawk. For Laurel, they have a doubleheader against Aliquippa today. Shout out to Ivy Pantry, who had a home run earlier this week, and Lexi Kroll hitting just shy of 700, one of the tops in the county. Newcastle mentioned they lost 4-3. So many great stats. 4 players hitting over 500. Numbers 2 through 6 in RBIs, all coming from that team. Stolzinski, G. Gennaro, Stallnecker, Mangieri, everybody getting involved there. Union took 2 wins today against Rochester, 14-0 and 18-0. Home runs from Ireland Fisher and Olivia Williams in that one. And finally, Wilmington girls were taking on Hickory today. We'll see if we can get a final here as that one starts coming across. But Wilmington playing some good softball as well. Record doesn't show it, but they got some quality players top to bottom, including our Athlete of the Month, Avery Harlan, hitting 600 on the year. There's your Maley Minute Plus on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Nice bunt down the first base side. Rolls foul, and will even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Which is me. 0-2.
I don't know how Brenna Frangel got that bunt down, truth be told there, Tim. That was a save me bunt.
I was quite impressed that she even got it squared up there, because that was right in on the fist. So Lynn will deliver the 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Loser at third, Byerly at short, Downey at second, and Shippert at first here for Shenango. Ground ball, first base side, foul.
By the way, wanted to mention Riverside with Addison Drake getting a 2-run home run to defeat Shenango on Monday. They just went final 13-0 in a victory over New Brighton today.
Emma Herb is catching, of course. Kennedy Lynn is in the circle. And that's going to go inside for ball. Now even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And your outfield is Herman, Offie, and Buckle. Now I'll go outside, and I'll go from 0-2 now to 3-2 as they run out the string here. On Brianna Frigel.
Good lead off here, though, from Brenna.
And his ground ball third base side, and it is foul, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, good call. Good job to let that play out from Mr. Schaefer behind the dish. Visualize it, see what happened. The ball was fully crossed into foul territory before it was touched on what was a nice backhand play from Alusha.
So we'll do it again at 3-2. Kennedy Lynn will deliver. And that's going to be inside for ball 4.
Leadoff walk. And leadoff walks, it was former Shenango coach for baseball, Matt Diesel, who ran the math for me. And I'm sure, Coach Delaney, also a math teacher, she'll not love the stat hearing it right now, but when a leadoff batter gets on, about 60% of the time, they score in high school baseball and softball.
Nogue shows the bunt, takes a ball outside. And the runner from first in Frangel holds. So Jada Nogue batting .552 on the season. An on-base percentage of .581. And swings and fouls it back.
It's interesting, showing bunt on the first pitch and then pulling back and letting rip, and that one almost ended up on the baseball field. Some JV baseball games going on behind us. How about the Neshannock Lancer baseball team? A 4-0 week for them, including a win over Sarah Catholic, one of the favorites in Class 1A, in a non-section game yesterday.
That'll be outside.
Shenango baseball split their series this week. Shenango hosting Hopewell in baseball non-section play.
And she tries to get the bunt down there, and now will foul it back. So I'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. With Frangel at first base here for Neshannock.
Wilmington Hickory games that was scheduled for today in softball that we mentioned hasn't started. So not sure on that if that game was postponed. Hadn't heard anything.
And right back at the pitcher. And no play to be made. Throw down to second base. And Frangel will turn the corner and get back. So 2 on here with nobody out here for Neshannock.
And a thumbs up, good thing from Kennedy Lynn, because that one hit right off of the left shin. And she's laughing about it. Coach Delaney's like, you sure you're all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Big thumbs up, big smile, but good job to knock that ball down, and even better play not to throw the softball either, Tim, and potentially throw it away, because there's no way you're getting the speedy Jaden Nogue on that one.
Yeah. Once it got away from the kick save there,
yes,
there's not much you can do.
Hey, we're ready for playoff hockey. We're kick saving a beauty. Penn's Flyers starting tomorrow.
They try to get the bunt down, they'll foul straight back.
Something that Coach Lash is going to start pulling her hair out for. That's 3 or 4 bunt attempts that they've not been able to get down in this game.
So runners at second and first.
How about the confidence? You have your best hitter in terms of average in RBI looking to lay down a bunt, and she does.
She does. Picked up by Aluja, throw across in time for the out.
And I don't think you could have gotten much of a better bunt than that. Yeah. Down the third base line, long throw. Sacrifice is going to go 5-4 to advance 2 in a scoring position with just 1 out. Nicely done by the sophomore Antuano. Now it brings up your Mercyhurst commit. And with the empty base, how aggressive are you pitching against Gianna Paglia?
So 1 down, runners in scoring position. And that one goes right down the pike for strike 1. Yeah, this will be a scenario that Lynn has been in before. She kind of dances through these scenarios with runners on base. And that's fouled straight back at us. And it's now 0-2. If there's ever a time for a punch out here, this would be a perfect time for Lynn to get one. 1 down, runners at second and third. And the 0-2 pitch, moments away here from Lynn. It's going to be outside. They'll move 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That good hold, took a little bit off of it, and it stayed just up out of the zone. And I mean just.
Paglia bats from the right side, waiting the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to short, off the leg, hits second base, throw down to third, and the ball's going to get by, and a runner will score. Now runner from Paglia will move up to second base on the loose ball, but we have our first RBI of the ball game.
That's a Parada Jones-McCree RBI. Parada Jones-McCree excellence is their guarantee. Another hard hit ball, a tough one towards the glove side of Alusha, very similar to Lily Kane's ball last inning. Whether it's a hit or an error, you got to call that an RBI in my mind because the run scores nonetheless. But how about the heads up running right out of the box from Paglia? She gets all the way to second base on it.
Yeah, perfect scoring scenario. So 1-0 Lannister, and they'll look to bunt again. This time they'll offer to bunt but not make contact. And Biondi, as she'll be down 0-1 here in the count.
And again, shocker, you have one team saying, yeah, we'll call that an error, and the other one saying, we'll call that a hit.
Yeah.
The softball game we did on Monday night, Tim, had a 7 error versus 1 error discrepancy for one of the teams.
Wow. That's a big discrepancy.
Well, and I get it too because it's also your team book.
Right.
And I was basically in the middle in that game because a couple of the errors that were called were kind of like the O'Neill Cruz errors, a mental error that I would definitely mark in my book in a 5th column.
Right. Inside and high. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 1 down, runners at second and third. Here for Neshannock, 1 run already across. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base, fielded nicely, throw over for 1. Run will score from third, and runner will move up over to third base with 2 down.
And that's, again, your Castle courtesy runner, by the way, in O'Reilly at third base now. But Calibiondi, good job to get a ground ball right side and get a big second run across here in the third.
So runner at third with 2 down now. 2 runs across here for the Lancers in the inning here. In the home half of the third inning. That is going to be up high for ball 2. Runner at third, 2 down. Kennedy Lynn in the circle will make the pitch. Foul. That is going to be caught by Downing for the third out on the move from second down behind first base for the out. And it is a big inning here for the Lancers as they score 2 to take the lead 2-0. We played 3 here in Neshannock. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
So we now move to the top of the fourth. Is Emma, Herb, Offie, and Byverly due up here for Shenango, and Herb hits it out to right field, foul on the first pitch. Emma Herb, if you remember in the previous game between these two, hit the big 2-run homer on Oppo. No doubt about it. Went right field, and it was just a matter of turning around and watching the ball sail away. It was a impressive home run there by Emma in that previous game between these two schools. This will be a ground ball to third base. They'll fire across. So Lambo to Kane for the out.
Yeah, that time got Herb just a little bit out in front, got it on the end of the bat. But, I mean, Herb, she's been swinging the hot bat, hitting over 600 with 10 extra base hits on the year, but she's been off balance here, as has this entire Shenango team. 10 up, 10 down so far.
Hoffey coming in batting .364 coming into today's game, and that first pitch is going to be off the plate for ball 1.
11 batters faced, 8 first pitch strikes for Paglia.
And there's a strike to even up the count at 1-1.
I mean, and it should just go without saying, but getting a first pitch strike so crucial. It just sets up the rest of the at bat.
It really does, James. It just puts everybody in position. There's a fly ball in the infield, and Frankel makes the play, and it's the out for number 2.
I don't know what I'm more impressed with Brenna Frangel, the fact that she is playing without a hat fighting off that sun, or the fact that she's probably the only infielder I've seen probably in the last 8 years doing this, not wearing the face shield.
Yeah. So here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base side, foul. Brierly. Sydney Brierly wears number 7.
Coach Amy Delaney having to get out of the way of that one down at third base. Second stint for Coach Delaney as we look at our Coach's Corner, brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your home or business at doranconcrete.com. She was head coach for 11 years, stepped aside for a while, and now in her 4th year back.
That is outside for ball 1, 1-1.
4-year catcher just up the road at Westminster, and mentioned she teaches math at Shenango. So you got 2 colleagues going at it today because Coach Jackie Lash, also a teacher and the peer leadership advisor at Shenango.
Foul straight back, and Byerly batting .550 on this season.
8 RBI, and in the on-deck circle, Alusha, how about this? 26 ribbies. I mean, that's just crazy. The next highest on the team is 10 with Downing. I mean, everybody's involved, but that's just a huge number.
That just tells you how many people have been on base.
Right.
It's just a phenomenal scenario. And there's a little check swing, and it's going to get into right field for a base hit as they'll turn the corner, and she'll hang right on as Brierly for at first base.
So there's the first hit of the game, a first base runner of the game for Shenango, and by a mere inches because Gianna DeSalvo broke on it perfectly, went full extension, but you can tell, I mean, when you see her come up to bat, it's a turf infield, so that dirt on her jersey is not from the infield. It is all from that mud pit out there in right. They got a lot of rain here last night. You can see mud patches and all over the outfield. Good effort, just kind of stuck the landing. Otherwise, if that's all turf, I think she actually catches it.
Here's the pitch, and that's up high on that riser.
The issue is if it was all turf and she didn't get it, the ball wouldn't have
died there. It would have continued to roll.
It wouldn't have looked like a Rob Mattel 9-iron. It would have looked like a shanked Tyler Polk drive.
There's a ground ball to short. They'll go the short way and tag the second base for the out. And just like that, we have now played 3.5 here in Neshannock with the Lancers leading the Wildcats by 2. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our March LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock Girls Basketball as the LCAP Team of the Month after winning the WPIAL Championship and reaching the state championship game. Congratulations to Coach Luann Grabowski and the state runner-up Lady Lancers basketball team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
It is Kane, Skodak, and Lambo due up here for the Lancers as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning.
There's another look coming into today at your ACTS standings. ACTS is Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service open to the public, taking people to work, play, and anywhere they want to go. Ride ACTSbus.org.
And that pitch is going to be inside.
Laurel was going to get 2 more wins, so move them to 8-1 in the section. Riverside won today.
Ground ball into the hole between short and third for a base hit here for Lily King.
Well, first one was a close one, whether it was an error or a hit, no doubt about that one, as she golfs it into the 6-5 hole. 2 hard hit balls and another leadoff batter on base for the second straight inning for Neshannock.
And I'll bring up Ella Skodak.
Top 4 teams will make the playoffs, so you assume Laurel, Neshannock, Shenango. Riverside with that win today almost secures that 4th spot.
It gets the ground or the sacrifice and completes it 1-3 for the out, but the runner moves up to second base.
Good stretch from Addison Downing, the second baseman, actually covering there on that one, Tim, and she needed every inch to stretch up and make that catch on the high throw from Lynn. Good job to do that and hold the bag, but Skodak for the second time does her job. Love that from a team player. Hey, taking the bat out of my hands, but I'm doing it for the team, getting somebody in scoring position.
Here's a foul ball for strike 1.
Over 60 pitches now thrown from Kennedy Lynn. That one was number 66, or 65, excuse me. On the other side, 38 pitches through 4 innings thrown by Peglia.
Another ground ball, and pitcher will handle it perfectly and throw it out.
There's another sacrifice, 1-4. Moves Lily Kane that much closer. And you might ask, why are you sacrificing somebody at third base? Well, we've seen a couple wild pitches already, Tim, thrown from Kennedy Lynn. So now top of the order up as well. Anything's possible. You do anything you can just to put some pressure, and you force the defense to make a play. And credit to Shenango, they've executed well defensively on those bunts.
Well, like you said, getting 90 or 60 feet closer is a huge deal, especially when you've seen a few wild pitches in this ball game. An opportunity to maybe score without having a batter get the RBI. And that's now 1-1.
Mentioned Coach Lash, teacher at Shenango as well.
Here's a right up the box, base hit there by Frangle, and all of a sudden it is now 3-0 here for the Lancers.
And I would say right there,
back-to-back
Tim.
innings.
I would say right there, that is the biggest difference from the Neshannock team early in the year to what you need to see them improving on over the course of the year, is continuing to get those runs. There were games last year, too, where they would get a lead early and then kind of sit on it. I remember the WPIAL semifinal and state semifinal games where they got up 1-0 against Laurel and then stayed that way.
Nogue shows the bunt, but they're going to get the base on the steal because the catcher couldn't quite handle the ball. It went down. She dropped it, and the runner advanced.
Yeah, I think it kind of got caught in her glove as Nogue was squaring the bunt. That was just designed, it looked like, to get Frangel to get her 5th stolen base of the year. And now Jaden will go and have a talk with her father, Don, who coaches down at third base. Jackie Lash, the head coach, coaches at first. Said she prefers being in the dugout, but has had to make the shift out
to the field this year. Huh?
And she did it last year as well. But
yeah, I thought she did.
But that's kind of the interesting is how many coaches I've talked to, head coaches, who actually prefer being at first base, just seeing it from that angle rather than at third.
Well, the different responsibilities. I mean, not that they're great, but you're already the manager of the team. You're taking care of everything that's going on. You're making the calls anyways. So at first base is probably a little easier than directing all the traffic that could be on the base paths.
And just trusting your assistants to make the big calls at third.
Right, and that's why you have them on your staff, and it's now 3-0 here. So Nogue looking down for the sign here, as Lynn will deliver the 3-0 pitch to Nogue. She'll square the bunt, and it'll hit the outside corner for a strike. And just like that, it's 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 down, runner at third. Or excuse me, runner at second base. That's outside for ball 4.
That'll bring Antuano to the plate. A walk and a sacrifice in her 2 plate appearances. As many walks so far today for Kennedy Lynn as she has had all year combined. 3rd walk of the game.
Antuano's on base percentage this year, .697. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop side, picked up, fire across, in time for the out, and we have completed 4 here in Neshannock with the Lancers leading the Wildcats 3-0. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day.
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
And welcome back here to Neshannock as we now enter the top of the 5th inning. It's Herman, Downing, and Lynn due up here for Shenango. Gianna Paglia in the circle. However, with 38 total pitches, only 8 balls and 30 strikes so far, as Herman steps in from the right side. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Herman batting .457 on the season with a .525 on base percentage. Lays down the bunt, and she's going to lay down a nice one and get the bunt base hit.
You couldn't have even set that down any better.
No, perfect way to get on. Try to set some up here for Shenango. Now they'll bring up Addie Downey to the plate, batting from the right side with runner at first.
That wasn't a Ty Polk drive. That was Ty Polk's teammates' drives from last year.
That's when he asked for a mulligan.
No. oh, no, he agrees. That was his. I was trying to be nice.
There, fly ball center field. Nogay's there. She makes the play.
I guess gives us another chance to remind you of the Chaussee Open coming up, the golf outing for the Chaussee Scholarship Fund. Getting a bunch of applications coming in for the Chaussee Scholarship. If you haven't yet, go to lcsportsnet.com, click on scholarships, and see if you are eligible to apply for the second annual Chaussee Scholarship.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball.
Yep, we got about 10 teams, I think, remaining to fill up our July 18th outing.
There's another fly ball. Nogay's going to, this one drop in front of her for a base hit.
Kennedy Lynn gets her first hit of the afternoon. Herman running hard off first base. Spun the tires. Let's see, blew a tire really, and face planted, but got right back up and was able to get the second base in time, as we're going to have another Castle courtesy runner. I believe that is Tony Milkey. It is.
All right. And Hairhogger in at the plate with 2 on, then 1 down. That pitch is going to be up high. Ball 1.
Tony Milkey has scored 7 runs as a courtesy runner or as a player over the course of the year.
Here's the pitch from Piglia. Going to hit the outside corner for a strike. This is the first real offensive threat we've seen here from the Wildcats.
Yeah, 2-out single in the 4th inning. It's the only base runner before. Now Herman, again, getting a leadoff player on base.
And swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But just got out in front slightly on that one. Did the DP, Hairhogger, hitting .409 on the year.
So got Herman at first and Herman at second, Lynn at first. Here's the delivery, and it's foul ball. And we'll do it again here at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If you're interested in fielding a team, send us an email, anything on social media for that Chaussee Open.
Just got my final 2 commitments.
Nice.
So
it's a lot of fun last year.
Team Tim is back.
Team Tim is back. That means we have another competitor for the for the last place award. The name will be omitted award.
Swing and a miss. Plan actually, that was the first time I golfed in about 10 years in that event. I actually plan on go out and golfing this year.
Yeah. Third strikeout of the game for Paglia.
And there's a foul ball first base side. So now 2 down.
First base coach Mike Offey giving a run for his money. He's laughing as he was getting out of the way as big 6-foot Lily Kane was charging over trying to make a catch in front of the fence. Getting a big laugh with Coach Nogue in the dugout.
Shippert, who had that big RBI sac fly in the game between the Lancers and the Wildcats the last time that gave the go-ahead run here for Shenango on that big comeback that they had in the last 2 innings. But right now, kind of the same scenario with the Lancers out 3 runs. It was 5-2 in that game before the comeback came from Shenango.
I think this one is crucial right here. If you can get this with the 9-hitter Shippert getting on base or getting a hit to give a chance for a 1 or even a 2 spot in the inning, I think this is the inning to do it. And, get yourself set up for the final 2 at-bats coming up later as well. But if you can get 1 here and start to chip away, it makes it even more likely. And also get a little in the minds maybe in Neshannock like, uh-oh, here we go again.
Exactly. And build a little momentum if you're the Wildcats. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Paglia gets out of it. And the Lancers still lead by 3. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
If you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
And welcome here to the 5th inning, or the bottom of the 5th, and Paglia with the first pitch will get fouled off first base side.
It's stretch time. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster at upmc.com. Coming up after the game, we'll announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, home, auto, term life, liability insurance, and more at mvpins.com.
Here's the pitch, and that is going to be outside. And I'll move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike here.
Leadoff batter getting on base for Neshannock each of the last 2 innings. Both times came around to score.
And another high fly ball to right field. Handled there by Buckle.
First time Paglia has been retired today, and again, getting the leadoff batter so crucial. Give a shout out to Cooper Buckle out there, the senior, fighting off the sun yet again. She was a nominee for our Play of the Year, our May the Chiropractic Play of the Year a couple of years ago for a diving catch in the playoffs. And still out there roaming in right field here for Coach Delaney and the Cats.
So Callie Biondi at the plate. Ground ball, second base. Downing's there. Scoops and throws. And that's the inning. No, that's 2 outs. Excuse me.
Third ground out for
They threw
Biondi.
me off by all running and talk to the pitcher there. I'm like, oh, they're running off the field.
Yeah, you always got to meet up after. It feels like a volleyball match a little bit in that regard.
Yeah, it does.
Playing in a pickup volleyball match for a fundraiser at school. And you could tell which one of our team members was a college volleyball player. She was the only one who was consistently going in for the team huddle after every point. The rest of us are like oh yeah, wait,
yeah, I'll just point.
yeah, good job over there.
The 0-1 pitch coming here from Kennedy Lynn. Ground ball right up the box into center field for a base hit.
DeSalvo gets her first hit in the series. Leads the team with 6 doubles, but a good job there of hitting one hard right back where it came from.
I'll bring up Lily Kane. 1 for 2. And she's been on board twice. First on the error and then on a single.
Yeah, 2 hard hit balls from Lily Kane in this game.
Here's the pitch. Going to be on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, the pitch count doesn't really show it. Kennedy Lynn, though, is doing a great job of pounding the zone here, Tim.
Yeah, I got her with over 50 strikes.
Great off speed there, too. Look at that.
That is number 51 on the strike count is what I have, and 31 for the ball count. So she's doing an excellent ratio. She's doing very similar to what she did the last time these two teams met. And it's going to be down low for a ball.
And it's crazy saying that, too, because, you know, she has, this is literally her worst pitching performance. She had 3 walks all season combined. She has 3 today. And we're still talking about how well she is pounding the zone. That just tells you how insanely good she has been since coming back and working in the circle.
And that is going to be on the outside corner for strike 3. And just like that, that is the inning. And we have played 5 complete here from Neshannock, with the Lancers leading the Wildcats 3-0. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and 1-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe.
As we enter the top of the 6th inning and bring us the rest of the way, none other than James Dotson.
Thank you, Tim Continenza, as it is the top of the 6th inning. Shenango trailing 3-0, but they have the top of the order coming up for the 3rd time through the lineup of Herb, Offie, and Byerly. First pitch fouled back to the screen. Herb tries to check her swing, and yes, she went.
Yeah. Waiting for the call. First, I thought the home plate umpire was going to do it, but he was off asking for some assistance down at the first base line, and the right hand comes up for the strike.
Good job, though, the base umpire waiting until being requested, as that one misses away. Had an issue in a game last week where the base umpire gave the yes, he went signal before he was ever asked, and he was never officially asked. So the two teams...
Count?
Nope. It's only if you are requested from the home plate umpire.
All right. Because I've seen previous places where if a base umpire calls it a strike, it's a strike.
Yeah, no, base umpire is not allowed to get involved unless it is asked for by the home plate umpire.
Well, that's a great rule. I like that rule.
Count remains 0-2.
Oh, that
up and in.
That hit her.
And I think it hit the knob of the bat, Tim.
Okay.
It did.
All right, I thought maybe it hit off the forearm, but you're right. That ball bounced away, and I think it hit the knob. So that's a foul ball.
And Coach Delaney saying the same thing. Did I hit the elbows? And no, hit the bat. And good for her not to, try to, for lack of a better term, soccer player it. If my wife is listening, I apologize, Alex. Up and away makes the count now.
Just a little drama. Never hurts to have a little drama in your life. Well, maybe it does, but that's a different story.
Count now 2-2. Good at bat here to lead it off for Herb. Misses away and count runs full. The reigning Trib Live High School Sports Network Player of the Week is Emma Herb. Leads the team as a leadoff batter should. 21 runs scored on the year. Here just trying to find a way on base. She gives this one a ride to right center field. Going back is DeSalvo, and she'll make the catch.
She just got underneath that one, James. She had a great swing on it. And you got to give Piglia a lot of credit for the location of that pitch. And Emma gave it a good ride, but not quite deep enough.
6 fly ball outs now in the game for Peglia. Herb 0 for 3. Now Zoe Offie, a couple of fly outs herself. She gets on top of this one, laces it into right field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, and Matt's squaring up the ball there and just putting it into right field for the base hit. And again, the Wildcats have a chance to create a rally here late in the ball game with 1 on, 1 down here.
Wilmington's not playing Hickory in softball. They're making up their West Middlesex game, it looks like. As another one hit hard towards right field, but reading it the whole way and coming in and making the catch is DeSalvo. That retires Byerly.
Yeah, DeSalvo made a nice play on that as she just seen that check swing and came in on it and got it in great position to make the catch to record the second out of the inning.
Now with 2 down, here's Brianna Alusha. She's first pitch swinging, and it goes right basically through the glove of Frangel out into center field. First to third goes Offie. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Tell you what, 4 pretty well hit balls here in the inning for Shenango.
Yeah, no. And they're all going to that right center, right field area.
Made a little adjustment.
Yeah, they're not trying to pull the ball as much as you may have seen earlier in the game where everything was either third base or shortstop side. And all of a sudden, with 2 down, they got runner at third base.
Jay Herman gives this one a ride deep to right field. Forget about it. We're tied, folks. Jaylyn Herman, her second dinger of the year. Oppo Taco for her second home run of the season. And we're tied.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. A little 2-out magic. And the Wildcats are right back in it. Very similar to the last time these two teams met a week ago, where Emma Herb went oppo for the 2-run homer to cut it down to 1. This is the 3-run dinger. And all of a sudden, we got a brand new ball game here in Neshannock.
Jaylyn Herman, have yourself a day. 2 for 3, the 3-run home run. First game against Neshannock, also 2 for 3 with a double in that one.
Yeah, a lot of great moments here between these two schools. And right now, Shenango trying to get that big momentum to continue here.
That one's hit hard, but a little bit under it from Addison Downing. Nogue's going to come on to make the catch and stop the bleeding. Couple of hard hit balls and 1 swing of the bat. We're tied. The 3-run home run from Jaylyn Herman. 3-3 here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand. and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
A 3-run home run from Jalen Herman. The freshman has brought this game back to all square. Tied at 3. Neshannock now looking to answer in the bottom of the 6th inning with the 8-9 hitters. Ella Stodak leading it off, takes strike 1. Stodak, a couple of sacrifices today. She's hitting .273 on the year. 0-1 pitch misses upstairs, evens the count at 1-1. But this is kind of the point that we were alluding to earlier, Tim. Got to play a full 7 innings. If there's been an Achilles heel of Neshannock, even in winning 100 of 101 games, there are times that they maybe took the foot off of the throttle.
Here's a base hit going the opposite way.
Yeah, a little page out of the Wildcats playbook. Stodak gets the hit.
But that's the key. Get that, as you mentioned, the leadoff hitter on base. They do lead to opportunities and run scores, as we've seen in the last inning and we've seen previously throughout almost every game we do. So Lambo now has a chance to continue the inning.
Would be shocked if we're not seeing the 9-hitter lay down a sacrifice. First pitch misses to her upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, I think everybody in the stadium was looking at it as the fielders from first and third both pinched in on that pitch. And Aluja and Shippard.
Runner's going to go, trying to go straight steal, and they got her. Emma Herb gets Stodak stealing.
Yeah, beautiful throw right down. Third base, actually it's to the shortstop side, but plenty of time to move the tag over to the other side to get the runner and clean the bases.
2-0 the count. Stodak was going for her first swiped bag of the year. Instead, it's the first out of the inning, and now a 3-0 count. Swinging. Well, they have it at 2-1. My apologies. So now the count is 2-2.
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. Thought it was fouled out. So it was fisted forward towards third base. Good play by Alucia. 5-3 put out. So a leadoff single caught stealing and now a ground out. 2 up, 2 down. Brenna Frengel will step to the plate.
Yeah, Alucia made a nice play moving into the hole there, getting that ball and making a strike throw over to Shippard to record the out.
Frengel's been on base twice. A run scored and an RBI in the game. Ball down and in. That 3-run home run. Those RBIs again brought to you by Parada Jones McCree. Excellence is their guarantee. 6 RBI on the year for Frengel, but right now again just trying to find a way on base. That one misses up. 2-0 to count. She leads the team now with 15 runs scored on the year, as does Jaden Noge in the on-deck circle. Lynn winds and fires. Misses downstairs. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, right now Lynn needs to just kind of refocus here on the batter with 2 down. You don't want to put anybody on a free pass.
And that one right down Broadway. Her 97th pitch of the afternoon, turned early evening.
Especially, represents the third out. There's the ball that goes back to the screen for ball 4.
Yeah, so she was immediately taking a hard 60 down to first base to see if maybe she could try to get a stolen base right there.
Exactly.
But good job of Emma Herb to quickly get out to it. And with that, we're going to have a Pontius Insurance trip to the mound. Agents Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings. Auto, home, business, or life insurance. Get it all with a local agent at pontiusinsurance.com.
We're going to get pitcher change? I think we are.
Oh, we might get them.
We are going to get 14 coming in.
Yeah, so Lucia is going to return to the circle. This is going to be a red zone pitching change, so we'll get that, all the changes when we return. Back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
For the Wildcats, these changes. Brianna Lucia now steps into the circle, her 7th appearance on the year. And going to third base will be now Jalen Hairhogger, the designated player. So it takes the DP out of the game. That one's upstairs as well from Brianna Lucia. Again, 7th appearance on the year, 32 strikeouts and 11 walks. Only surrendered 6 runs in, I believe it was 21 innings pitched. 19 innings pitched. 98 pitches thrown in the game from Kennedy Lynn.
Yeah, right now, Illusion having trouble finding the plate. Falling behind 3-0 here on her first batter.
Jaden Nogue on base twice, make it 3 times with that 4-pitch walk. So now you bring Gabby Antuano, a walk, a sacrifice, and a ground out in her 3 times to the plate tonight.
Antoine batting from the right side with 2 down here, 2 on.
First pitch misses upstairs, so that's ball 5.
Yeah.
From Alusha.
Good idea to get behind the circle there, then come back up, kind of gather your thoughts here.
Yeah. And again, just leaving him upstairs, struggling to find the release point right now, Tim. Checks the wrist coach, winds and fires. That's a better looking delivery, makes the count 2-1. Alusha, 2.21 earned run average. Came in with a 4-0 record in the circle. Her 7th appearance, 4th out of the pen. I'll tell you what, now a 3-1 count.
Yeah, first 8 pitches, 7 balls, and 1 strike.
Now one tailed away as well.
And all of a sudden, we got bases jammed.
Frangel at third, Nogue at second, Antuano at first, and Gianna Peglia stepping to the plate with 2 down.
Big opportunity here for Neshannock to regain the lead after having this game come tied. Now we're going to get a trip to the mound here.
Yeah.
Another Pontius Insurance trip to the mound.
While we have a moment, give a shout out to Works in Progress Paint Services. They're ready for your next painting project. 724-714-4294. Let's also take a quick look at your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Laurel softball in attendance watching the end of this one. They defeated Aliquippa 16-0 twice today in a doubleheader. Union defeated Rochester 14-0 and 18-0 in games there. Riverside blanks New Brighton 13-0. You're finding a trend here? How about Elwood City 8-0 over Quaker Valley. Mohawk 18-1 1 over Hopewell. So Vikings did get 1 across on them. And Fox Chapel defeating Newcastle in the big one 4-3. 4 runs in the 6th inning there for Fox Chapel. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh, including NFL draft routes as well, down to Pittsburgh next week, all on the Newcastle Transit Authority.
You know, she's only thrown 1 strike in her first 10 pitches here, James, and coming into this appearance, she's a almost 63% strike thrower.
Line drive right side. This will clear the bases. Into the gap it goes. 1 run in, 2 runs in. They'll hold the 3rd runner at 3rd. Antuano holds there. Gianna Peglia helps herself out with a 2-out, 2-run single.
And that is exactly what the Neshannock Lancers wanted to do after giving up that big 3-run bomb at the bottom. At the top of the inning, come right back and score 2 themselves. And right now, regain the lead 5-3.
First pitch misses away to Callie Biondi. I was just about to say, too, Tim, do you consider putting, the take sign on until you see her throw a strike? And they didn't.
Have to.
They trusted her.
Right. No, I'm in here. Yeah.
Another one swung on. This one fouled back and out of play. But yeah, when you were, you said it perfectly. 1 out of 10 pitches was a strike. I mean, I would be thinking maybe you take a strike, not, try to steal something, or give a cheap off the end of the bat hit. But my goodness, you trust your batters to do the right thing.
Yeah, she just, absolutely hung in there and made a nice thing. There's another single. No, it's going to hold up.
Yeah, that one hull in the air, and a good job by Zoe Yaffe, again, fighting the sun and making the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 more PJM RBIs. Neshannock retakes the lead by a score of 5-3. Last chance coming for Shenango when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Gianna Peglia with the 2-out, 2-run single, and now she steps back into the circle to try to close it out for Neshannock, back in the lead 5-3. Huge response from Neshannock, and doing most of it with 2 outs as well.
Yeah, taking advantage of the free pass as they had runner at first with 2 down, but the back-to-back walks put the runners in scoring position, and then you had the big 2-out hit that drives in 2 runs there by Peglia, and that was it. I mean, that was the huge scenario there for the Lancers to bounce right back in the bottom of the 6th after giving up 3 in the top of the 6th.
And it's the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Kennedy Lynn will be the first to bat, followed by Herrhager and Shippert due up for Shenango. First pitch in there for strike 1. The difference in the last couple of innings, hitting the ball the other way for both teams.
Yes.
Peglia is with the go-ahead potential game-winning hit there, but also 3 hits last inning for Shenango going to the right side. And make it 4.
4. Exactly. I was just going to say, you want to keep that thought in mind and continue to pound the ball to the right. And they did that as Lynn gets on board.
Her second hit today, and I think we'll have a pinch runner. That had Tony Lynn Milkey as a courtesy runner earlier. Now she will be a pinch runner in the 7th inning. That pinch runner will be brought to you by LCAP. So many ways LCAP improving the quality of life in and around Lawrence County. LCAP Early Learning has immediate openings in childcare and preschool classrooms across Lawrence County. Visit lccap.org. Squaring the bunt, and that's going to be a dead ball as the ball bounced back up and hit the bat of Herrhager. And here's the thing, too. The fact that that's a 2-run single means that, you're not just playing for 1. It's kind of interesting you saw Herrhager bunt.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. You need base runners right now.
Swings and hits this one off at the end of the bat. Foul down the first base line. 0-2 the count.
I mean, I understand the thought process in this sense. I'll catch him off guard. Maybe I can bunt for a base hit here. Unfortunately, that ball bounced right back up, as you mentioned, and became a dead ball and hit the bat a second time.
Now it's an 0-2 count. Paglia winds and fires. Swing and a miss with the off-speed. Fourth strikeout of the day.
Yeah, Paglia got exactly what she needed there in the punch-out, going right at her.
Now she's gotten the Ks when she's needed them most. Back-to-back in the 5th inning with 2 runners on base. After the leadoff single here.
Tegan Shipper now steps in.
She's first pitch swinging, and foul tips it back into the glove. Now 1-1 the count. Couple of strikeouts for Shippert. And that one check swing foul.
Yeah, you got to give Paglia a lot of credit getting ahead of the batters here in the 7th inning. Really putting the pressure on them to be defensive at the plate versus really being aggressive.
The amount of movement that she has laterally, Tim, is really impressive with her pitches. Now up 0-2 in the driver's seat. Tails away. Good hold.
Good positioning on that pitch because you want to see if you can get Shipper to chase. Ball was outside, was deliberately thrown outside to see if the batter would be aggressive.
Yeah, started on the corner and broke off of the plate. Now the 1-2. Misses way upstairs, count even at 2-2. A couple baseball finals. Hopewell 17, Shenango 3. Riverside 7-2 over Freedom. Those are non-section games. Elwood City, a continuation section game, 7-0 over Quaker Valley. And Wilmington in a region game, 14-3 over Reynolds. The 2-2 here, off the end of the bat, and again foul. But you can tell by how much the ball is moving just from plays like that. How many of you seen off the end of the bat, including this one where Shipper is having to shake both hands?
A lot of the reason why the balls are going out to right field is because of just that. They have so much movement on these pitches that they're taking advantage of that and finding the hole out in right field for both teams.
2-2 again fouled back to us. Count will remain 2-2. Emma Herb waiting in the on-deck circle. A .605 hitter on the year coming into today's game. Tying run at the plate, top of the 7th inning. The 2-2. Downstairs, and the count runs full. Good at bat here from the sophomore Shippert.
Strings out here.
Swing and a miss. Got her to chase on the rise.
Yep, now 1 out away here. We got to deal with Emma Herb, who if she gets a good pitch to swing at, could retie this ball game up. She has that ability.
Well, her last at bat just barely got under one, sent it to deep right field. First pitch to her, catches the black on the outer half for strike 1. Does Shenango make a comeback and get the season sweep, or can Neshannock earn the split? Off speed, out in front, ground ball third base line, but it will go foul. Now the Cats down potentially to their final strike.
Let's see if she tries to, in Paglia, she goes outside here again. See if they get someone to chase. Maybe up high with a knife razor. We'll see.
The 0-2. Off speed, misses away. So I wondered the same thing. She's been working outside if they were going to try something maybe to try to jam. The 1-2. Fly ball, right side and foul. Tony Lynn Milkey is the pinch runner at first base, running for Lynn. Another one foul. Good at bat.
Way to hang in there. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to see as many pitches as you can.
She's seen 18 of them today, Tim.
Yeah. Now you know. I mean, obviously, Peglia knows exactly what she's dealing with, too. So these are two familiar players against each other.
The 1-2 again. Ground ball. Tough play at short. Coming on is Biondi. Quick throw to first. In time! To retire the speedy Emma Herb and end the contest. A split earned Neshannock a little redemption after losing the 57-game winning streak a week ago. They come back at home, give up a 3-run lead, get 2 runs in the 6th, and win it 5-3 over Shenango. Neshannock will now be 6-1 in the section. Shenango falls to 6-3. With a couple of weeks remaining in the regular season. We'll recap it all when we return on our Tri-County Principals postgame show. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Avery Harlan as the March Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after averaging 9 points per game in the state playoffs and starting the softball season hitting .643 with 4 home runs. LC Sportsnet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Jordan Keller as the March Male Athlete of the Month. Jordan is hitting over .600 to start the year and leads the county with 3 home runs. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Jordan Keller and Wilmington's Avery Harlan, the March Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Another great battle between two Lawrence County softball teams here tonight on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Neshannock defeating Shenango 5-3, avenging the loss from just over a week ago that snapped the 57-game winning streak. They get the win at home, and they maintain pace with a chance at the section championship with a win here today. 5-3 is your final. Well, what was one of the keys that we had said Neshannock needed to play a full 7 innings?
Yeah.
It was a very similar scenario like you mentioned it. The 3-run home run late in the game by Jalen Herman ties it up. Neshannock had not been scoring late in games so far this year, Tim. Really, even in the last few years. You haven't really seen a whole lot of it, haven't needed to. Big-time effort. Got a little help from the walks in the 6th inning, but when it came up crunch time, Paglia steps in, hits it hard, gets the game-winning hit, and gets the 5-3 win.
That's exactly it. I mean, the most important thing is, and I don't want to use the word fold, but what they didn't do is give in to the momentum of the 3-run homer that tied the ball game up at the top of the inning, but fought back in the bottom half of the inning to get 2 runs across themselves to get the lead back, and then finish it out here in the top of the 7th inning defensively and behind Paglia's pitching. And that's really, I think, the key here. You take a lot away from it, but overall, Neshannock did exactly what they hoped to do coming into this ballgame. Revenge the loss that they had on the road, hold the home field and play their game. And for the most part, I think they could be pretty happy with the way they played today. I mean, they didn't put themselves in situations that could hurt them and, give openings to their opponent. And Shenango, give them a lot of credit. I mean, 8 days ago, they took advantage of opportunities. They hit the big 2-run homer to cut the gap to 1, and then took advantage of defensive missteps by Neshannock. Neshannock didn't have those today, and that was really the difference. They were able to get behind Paglia and do the thing, and then Paglia with the bat was just, phenomenal here tonight. And then, you got the big home run too from Howling, and that was the difference in the ball game. You look at those type of things; that's huge what they were able to achieve.
Let's do a quick Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen recap of this one. We'll pick it up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll start actually in the top of the innings as Shenango's first 11 batters all were eliminated by Paglia in the circle. Neshannock in the top of the 3rd, a leadoff walk from Brenna Frengel, a infield single from Jaden Nogue. They were sacrificed into scoring position by Gabby Antuano. Paglia gets the first of her 3 RBIs on the day, an RBI single that brought in, infield single that brought in Frengel. 2 runners still in scoring position. Callie Biondi hit a ground out that scored Nogue, made it 2-0 after 3 innings. Into the 4th inning, Neshannock gets a little bit more. Lily Kane, a leadoff single, sacrificed all the way to 3rd base on Skodak and Lambo attempts, and then Brenna Frengel with the RBI single to extend the lead to 3-0. In the 5th inning, the top of the 5th inning is when Shenango started getting the bats going. A bunt single from Jalen Herman and a 1-out single from Kennedy Lynn, but back-to-back strikeouts to end the threat for Paglia in the circle. In the 6th inning is when Shenango struck for good. A 1-out single from Zoe Offey, and then with 2 outs, Brianna Lucia goes the opposite field to get 2 on, 2 out. Jalen Herman, a bunt single her last time at bat. This time she goes long ball, a deep shot, no doubter to opposite field for the 3-run home run. Just like that, we are tied at 3-3. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, a big response for Neshannock. Ella Skodak leads off with a single. She's caught stealing. Olivia Lambo then grounds out. It's 2 down, nobody on. Brenna Frengel earns a walk, and Shenango chooses to go to the bullpen as Lynn was getting to 100 pitches and fourth time through the lineup. I don't question the decision whatsoever. Hindsight maybe 20/20. That's nonetheless, I think, the right call to try to bring in somebody different to get a different throw. But Alusha, unfortunately, walked to load the bases, sending up Gianna Peglia with bases loaded in opposite field. 2-run single to make the score 5-3. Shenango got the leadoff hit from Kennedy Lynn in the top of the 7th inning, but strikeout, ground out to end the contest and giving Neshannock the 5-3 victory. 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors, 9 left on for Neshannock. 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, 4 runners left on base for Shenango. Time of the game, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Your winning pitcher is Gianna Peglia. Gave up 7 hits in the game, 3 runs, they were all earned, 7 strikeouts, no free passes on the day. Kennedy Lynn, she'll be credited as the losing pitcher, gave up 4 runs, all of them earned on 7 hits. Struck out 2, walked 4 in the contest. Alusha giving up 1 hit. She's credited for 1 of those runs scored in the last inning of play. Shenango falls to Neshannock 5-3, and again, looking at the standings, that means Laurel with victories today is 8-1 in the section. Neshannock at 6-1 in the section. Shenango now drops to 6-3. A couple of games ahead of Riverside, who is at 4-2. Still lots to be played, including the finishing of the Neshannock-Laurel game, in which Laurel currently leads that game 4-2. That game is scheduled to be made up on, I believe they said, the 23rd, so that would be next Thursday. So tune in to us as you're getting ready to watch the beginnings of the NFL draft there in Pittsburgh. Another good one here, Tim Continenza, for sure, between the Cats and the Lancers, and you got to see both of them up close and personal. A big response, to say the least, for Neshannock.
It really was. Exactly what they were hoping to do coming into today's game. Reestablish themselves, in the sense of this was their first loss in 57 previous games, and then, obviously then to come in here and perform as well as they did. And what I really like is they didn't let anything beat themselves. And they did exactly the little things that are necessary on a baseball diamond to get the job done and get the win. And today on this softball diamond, they did the job. And, they did a little everything. They get some timely hitting. They got some great pitching, some good fielding. They did everything they needed to do to come away with the victory.
5-3 your final. We have a couple of awards to give out before we wrap things up. Let's start with our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. And part of this one, it was tough because there were a couple of great plays, obviously, on the Shenango side. We try to keep it with the winning team when we have situations like this with 2 county teams going at it. But obviously, big shout out for the 3-run home run for Shenango's Jalen Herman, no doubt about it. As far as Neshannock, the plays that really stick out, no crazy defensive plays, but that's because Gianna DeSalvo made a couple of catches in the outfield look routine that really, truly weren't. So because of that, we're going with her play in the outfield as our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, Tim.
Yeah, she did a great job pursuing the outfield here today, getting those big outs, looking into the sun here tonight. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Gianna DeSalvo. Maley Chiropractic is proud, and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor her tonight with tonight's Play of the Game award, a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game. To view a full list of this year's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again to Gianna DeSalvo. Tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, no doubt here. What more can you say about Gianna Peglia, the other G out there?
Yeah, she did phenomenal. She just really controlled the ball game in the circle, did a great job. She did give up that 3-run homer, but you know what? It never phased her. She kept right back into it, got the outs necessary to end the inning, and then when it came back into the 7th inning, when she had the lead, she was able to record the outs. Did a great job. Really consistent throwing strikes throughout the game. Got her strikeouts as seen throughout the game, and she did what she needed to do, going up high, down low, left and right on the plate. Did really a great job. But at the plate with that big 2 RBI single was huge.
Yeah, also going 3 for 4 in the day with those 3 RBIs to go along with her 7 strikeouts in the circle. She is the MVP Insurance MVP of the game. She also got a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's MVP of the game. You can view the full list of game MVPs going online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations to Gianna Peglia, your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. Well, that'll wrap it up here for our Tri-County Principals post-game show. Big thanks to our producer, Rob Nattell. Ty Polk learning the ropes as well. We'll be hearing a lot from him next week. What's going on next week, Tim? Well, there's a lot. First off, how about our first flag football broadcast is scheduled for Monday night. That'll be at Taggart Stadium, 7 o'clock on Monday. We'll be on the call for that one. Also going to have lots of great baseball action coming your way. The Neshannock Shenango Baseball Series is next week. So we'll have, not sure if it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Could be both. We would not be surprised if we end up covering a couple of different days of that one for sure. Potentially looking at Union against Aquinas. How about Union Baseball? A big win yesterday real quick as they gave Western Beaver their first loss of the season. And then a couple more great softball games. We have the chance at Shenango Laurel Part 2 at Shenango coming up on Tuesday. I have a feeling we'll be in attendance for that one. Newcastle Baseball has a big one next week as they are taking on West Allegheny. Lots of great games. We'll have the final schedule posted here over the weekend, so make sure you stay tuned on all our social media platforms for that information when it all becomes available. We are into the stretch run, just a couple of weeks left, and then it is playoff spring sports time. And we are all in for it. Oh, by the way, as well, coming up in the next couple of weeks, actually, that is next week, excuse me, the MAC track and field event will be on, I believe that's on Wednesday next week, and then Tri-County, we will have the broadcast at Tri-County at Shenango a week from tomorrow, Saturday the 25th. So stay tuned, lots of great stuff happening as we wrap up the spring sports season. But for the entire Lawrence County SportsNet crew here tonight, my colleague Tim Continenza, I'm James Dotson. So long, and stay tuned for more great action on lcsportsnet.com. Your final one last time, Neshannock 5, Shenango 3, and you saw it at lcsportsnet.com. Powered by LCAP. Have a great weekend, everyone. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.